Assalamualaikum. Our topic is about sensory integration modalities and self-regulation to understand behavior of students with emotional and behavioral problems. My name is Nurul Najha.
Hello, I am Ashikin.
Hi, I am Asma.
Hi, I am Aish.
Hi, I am Aisyah.
And we are from Group 6. What are the definitions in the title given? Sensory integration is a study on how information from different sensory modalities such as sight, sound, touch, smell, motion and taste may be integrated by the nervous system. Self-regulation is the ability to monitor and manage your energy state, emotion, thoughts and behavior in ways that are acceptable and produce positive results such as well-being, loving relationship, and learning. Emotional and behavioral problem is an inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationship with friends, peers, or teachers, such as anxiety disorder, traumatic stress disorder, and others. What theories can we refer to this topic? Sensory integration is a theory developed by Dr. Jane Iris. Dr. Iris defined sensory integration used to explain the relationship between the brain and behavior and explain why individuals respond in a certain way to sensory input and how it affects behavior. Other than that, we also can refer to Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory. In social cognitive theory, human behavior is extensively motivated and regulated by the ongoing exercise of self-influence. Self-regulation operates through a set of psychological sub-functions that must be developed and mobilized for self-directed change. There's any approach that we can refer to? Yes, of course. One of the popular approach of sensory integration is from Mrs. Patricia Wilbecker. She is an occupational therapist and a clinical psychologist who also known for coining the phrase sensory diet. Two of specific sensory modulation technique developed by Patricia Wilbecker are the Wilbecker deep pressure and proprioceptive technique DPPT and oral tactile technique OTT, which in the past was referred to as the Wilbecker brushing protocol.
How to implement means the approach or intervention. Here, I will explain about the sensory regulation strategies. These strategies use the sense to help with regulation. These are often used to support individuals with autism and those who experience sensory processing differences. But in reality, they can be helpful for everyone. The goal when using sensory regulation strategies is to help the individual to regulate. They are often using the sensory strategy alongside them, so to support co-regulation. The longer-term goal would be that they could self-regulate using the strategy. Programs like the Zone of Regulation can be helpful to teach emotional regulation and how to use sensory regulation strategies. Now we move to intervention based on sensory integration theory. Therapist consultation aims to educate teachers, parents, and older children about sensory integration and to develop strategies to adapt to and compensate for dysfunction such as environmental modification, adaptation to daily routines, and change in how people interact with the child. The examples are reducing distracting visual materials in the classroom, or giving the child an alternative to a messy art activity. A sensory diet is a strategy that consists of a carefully planned practical program of specific sensory activities that is scheduled according to each child's individual need. A sensory diet is based on the notion that controlled sensory input can affect one's functional abilities.
Here is one of the example forms to plan and implement the sensory diet strategies activities. As we can see here, key event in day is a column to describe the daily routine activities. Sensory diet activities is a few types of sensory diet activities that we can involve along with the daily routine activities. And transition strategy is an additional 8 that we can use to do with the sensory diet activities.
Wilberger's and Wilberger's comprehensive approach to treating sensory defensiveness includes education and awareness, a sensory diet, and other professional treatment. One such technique is the Wilberger protocol, which uses deep pressure to certain part of the body followed by proprioception in the form of joint compression. The How Does Your Engine Run program is a step-by-step method that teaches children simple changes to their daily routine, such as brisk walk, jumping on a trampoline prior to doing their homework, listening to calming music that will help them self-regulate or keep their engine running just right. Through the use of charts, worksheets, and activities, the child is guided in improving awareness and using self-regulation strategies.
Why this need to be implemented for managing behavior in special education?
Sensory integration modalities and self-regulations are very important in the management of student behavior, especially students with emotional and behavioral problems. Sensory integration activity can provide good sensory stimulation for students. With the appropriate equipment used when conducting sensory integration activities for students, students can indirectly explore and learn techniques using their sensory skills and environment. This can increase students' imagination, in addition to helping students solve a problem and think creatively. In addition, behavioral problems faced by students can affect their academic performance. Sensory integration or self-regulation skills are very helpful in calming the emotions and behaviors of students and also reduce their hyperactivity. Students with emotional and behavioral problems often have trouble socializing and even waiting their turn. Through physical activities performed, can help improve students' social skills when they interact with teachers and also their friends. Sensory integration activities can also expose students to the concept of waiting their turn, where they have to wait their turn before playing or doing activities with the teacher. Activities that involve gross motor skill as well as coordination of students' eyes, hands, and feet can provide a sense of fun to students. This activity can help improve their concentration because students with emotional and behavioral problems tend to have difficulty in focusing.
I'm going to continue with the impact of these two items for teaching and learning in special education, especially students with emotional and behavior problems. The first one, students with anxiety and stress in variety situations will be easier to reach their academic potential. Students will be able to sleep well from their proper behavior that will make them less stressed in the classroom. Students also will be able to play and participate in group learning tasks well, and they will be easy to make and keeping friends for the longer time, and they will be easy to participate in a day-to-day activities or classroom activities because of positive impact from the intervention. Other than that, therapeutic intervention from self-regulations will give positive impact for students in learning, such as the students will be able to reach their full potential in the classroom because of their self-esteem improve and be more independent, and they will be able to follow the instructions given within the educational setting, such as the classroom instructions or academic task requirements. It will also ensure the student is well equipped to manage social situation where they need to play with peers. And lastly, allow the students to cope with the busy environment, especially doing tasks or exercises while learning.
There are few suggestions that we can recommend to help teachers special education understand behavior of students with emotional and behavior problems. First, outdoor activities such as cleaning the yard, sweeping the garden, jumping on trampoline, wall climbing can help students to feel their muscle and joints. Working which leads to better integrated their sensory. It also can help students who are always craving for movement and crashing into things. Second, Oral motor activities such as blowing bubbles, blowing on harmonicas can help them self-concentrate or to reduce anxiety. Third, teacher also can integrate with technology such as playing games on screen, following and doing Zumba, which can help students become motivated and reduce stress. 4. Art and crafts, teacher can do activities that involve creativity to encourage their talent and expressing their feelings and throw into drawing or painting. Art and craft activities also can help improve their self-esteem.
That's all from us. Thank you and bye-bye.